What's up, fellers? This weekend we're back working on the crosskart finally after like, I don't know, 4 months. So it should be done by now, but it's not because I haven't been working on it. But today we have hubs, bearings, the piping. So I gotta cut this down so I can squeeze it around the bearing because I couldn't find one that fits. And so we can make hubs, A-arms, hopefully, and then if we finish that stuff, we can go on to steering because I have stuff for my steering. Hopefully we can get a lot done and it doesn't take me a while, but first things first, I gotta clean up this mess. I can't work in these conditions. It's terrible, but we'll catch you guys when I figure out where I'm gonna start and what I'm gonna do. All right, I got everything cleaned up and now it's time to start working on this. So as I was saying, that's gonna go in there. You can't really see it with the bag, but it's a little smaller, as you can see around the edges. So that's why I need to cut in half right there and then cut a chunk out of there, and that way we can squeeze it around that. So we're going to start with that. I'm going to do a little test piece first because I don't want to waste a bunch of material while doing it, but if I get the test piece right, then I'll know how to do it and I can make 2 of them and hopefully it'll go fast. I got this first little tester piece set up. As you can see, it's not as wide as the bearing, but I just wanted to check everything out. I have my slit right there and everything's really tight in there, so I think that's just what I'm going to do with the other 2 that I need to do. I'm just gonna cut them slowly, cut them down little by little, put it in the vise, squish it, and then I'll tack it. I'll get the bearing out of there, and then I'll just tack everything across so it doesn't get too hot and start to warp. But hopefully when I get those other pieces in there and the bearing slides in there completely, it stays and keeps its shape. I just went out and got some metal blades for this miter saw. Hopefully they're gonna work on that and make things a little easier, because I did use a grinder to get through that the first time and it was rough. Hopefully if I can get this to work, we can have straight edges and it'll make things go a lot quicker. I've been messing with this for a while now, but I think I finally got it where I need it. The bearing slides through. It looks a little uneven in one part, but I think I'm just going to tack it where it's at, because you still have to press the bearing in there. So I think it's still going to work. So I'm going to tack it in a couple spots and then we'll test it again. And if it's all good, we'll get that welded up solid. And then I got to try to do that with the other one too and make it look the exact same way. I got both of my sleeves made now and they're both tacked up. I am going to get some cardboard now and I'm going to make my flanges that come off of those. See how they need to sit to make it flush and sit right when I put a A-arm on it. But that took a while, so that munched up a bunch of our time, so I'm going to try to get moving on these next few things. But I got these pieces cut out how I think I want them. This is going to be a top, this is going to be a bottom, and there's going to be 2 of them on each. So one's going to sit probably like that, and vice versa, same thing right there. And then when we flip it over, this one's going to sit right like that. So next thing that I have to do is cut them out of my big sheet. So I'm going to have to cut out 4 tops, 4 bottoms, and then we'll get them kind of mocked up on there, and hopefully it fits inside of my wheel still, because that's my main concern right now. And then after that, if it fits in the wheel, the other concern is going to be making sure that the hub is level. I mean, I could change the size of A-arms and stuff to make it level, but I'm just hoping everything works out for me. I finally got my table set up and everything. I just have to trace everything out now, and once that's traced, I can get them all cut out, get them tacked on there. and hopefully we have more time after that to do more stuff. Why are you being so loud? Okay. I got all my tabs cut out now. Next thing is I gotta get all those cleaned up, all the edges and everything. I'm not gonna drill holes in them yet because I'm gonna get these spacers that go between them and I'll clip them together, and then we'll figure out where the hole needs to go so it's even on both of them. But I can get everything tacked up and kind of see what it's looking like, because if I tack it I can still pull it apart. But yeah, I think this is all we're gonna get to today, because I gotta go get some arrows and stuff for hunting because it's right around the corner and we're not even ready. So I'll finish this when I get back. So I just set everything up with magnets, kind of how it's gonna sit. The bearing obviously has to be pressed in there, that's why it's only sitting on there like that. But looking at it, this piece might need to shorten down a little bit, but I think my offset's good where it needs to be. That's gonna press into there, and then the bearing's gonna sit on the other side and the hub's gonna sit on the other side and press into the bearing. But I'm not sure where I want everything yet, but I am out of time. I wish I could have gotten more done on this, but we didn't do anything to the cart itself, just making hubs. When I was shrinking down that pipe, that's what took the longest, so I could make sure that everything was symmetrical and the bearing was actually going to get pressed in there. I'm pressed for time. Hunting season's coming up. I got to get arrows ready and stuff, so I got to do that today because I'm working the rest of the week. Like I said, we're out of time on this, but I do hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'm going to try to work on this again soon. Like I said, with hunting, it's going to be at least a month without doing anything here once September hits. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Drop a comment if I should do anything different. Like I said from the beginning, just kind of winging it here. Drop a like as well if you liked the video. And probably already said subscribe. I can't remember. But hit that subscribe button again if you already haven't. And we'll catch you guys next Wednesday.